nothing at the last second. Hi, everybody. It's Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. Today, we're going to be talking about the things that sold over this last week. Did I make my goal of $200+ for the week with sales on eBay, Etsy, and other platforms? And I also have a conundrum. It's not a giant conundrum, but it's sort of like a, how would you handle this situation kind of deal. So it's a learning experience for all of us. So hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Margaret. I am a reselling homeschooling mom that flips things on eBay, Etsy, and other places to help support my family. And so that's what we're doing today. And I am live. So if you ever want to catch me live, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified when I put out new videos. Normally this is done on Monday, but we were not. Well, technically I made it back in time, but I was beat, y'all. I was beat. We went to one of those drive-through safari things to get out of the house and just to get out of the house. Anyway, so hi everybody. Hello, Brenda. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. And friends, who else do I see lots of friends in the chat. Hello, Resale Therapy. Hi. Your picture looks very, you're feeling the COVID there, the quarantine. Anyway, hi, I'm so glad that you all are here. Hi, Debbie. Sorry, I can't say hi to everybody. Okay, so let's jump in. We'll do the sales, then we'll talk about the what would you do deal. And then if there's any questions and stuff at the end, I'm going to jump into the chat and see what kind of questions and things pop up. Okay, so my goal is I try to make at least $200 a week because it'll usually average out to between $800 and $1,000 a month on eBay and these platforms and stuff. So I did make my goal. However, there is a $90 possible discrepancy, which we'll talk about. That's the what would you do situation. I will tell you in a little bit about my rings. We can do that. Okay, so first, let me screen share so we can talk about what sold. So first up, this ring sold, and it was like a tall knuckle ring. This one sold for 35 bucks. This is one of those, let me see if I can make it bigger. I wish on Mercari didn't put this little banner across it so you could see it better. Anyway, so it sold for $35. This was one of those, I couldn't find one just like it, so I just put a price that I wanted on it. It really wasn't listed for very long, a couple weeks maybe, or less. I've had a few things sell like very quickly lately. So that was my one sale on Mercari. I actually sold on Poshmark this week too, which is not always happening lately. All right, so this bracelet sold, and this is one of those like, let me see if I can sell this. It's just a beaded bracelet, and I put like peacock colors because when you look at it, it's hard to tell in this light. Probably should have done a video, but it had this kind of iridescent-y purpley green and blues and stuff. So this one actually took a best offer of $8 on it because I've had it for a little while, so I was good with that. Then this ring sold. This is another one that I just recently listed. So it's a glass ring that's got this dome flower. Now, I don't think it sold for that price. Let me come look at my spreadsheet over here. I sold this, this one I took a best offer of $15 on. So again, it was one of those, like I think I got it in a lot. I've had it for a while. So I felt $15 was okay. Next, this one has, okay, let's talk about this comic book for just a second. I had this comic book listed for $75. It looked like it was in pretty fair shape to me. There were some that were really much higher than this as far as price-wise and everything. This comic has gotten so much interest with people wanting extra pictures, which I ended up uploading extra pictures, people asking tons of questions, getting a bunch of offers on it. So honestly, when someone sent me a $40 offer, I was like, okay, I'm good with that. I paid nothing for this comic. It cost me $0. So honestly, I felt like the time I've had to spend answering questions about the comic, taking extra pictures, I was just like, $40. Okay. Here, take it. And the questions that come with it. I probably, I swallowed wrong. Sorry. Isn't that sad? I can't even talk and swallow without choking myself. Anyway, it's I've just been having a lot of questions and stuff. Plus, because I don't grade comics and stuff and things like that, so maybe he was right on. I mean, when he sent the offer, he was like, "This is my reason because I see this, this, and this, these flaws." And I was like, "You convinced me. It's yours." So hopefully he likes it. He, we'll see. Okay, then this bracelet sold. Guess what? Things don't sell unless you list them. This sold. I had just listed it. I'd moved on to the next item, and it sold by the time I was in the middle of listing the next thing. So yeah. Anyway, it took an offer on this one of $20, and I was pretty happy with that. So butterscotch. I tested it for Bakelite. I mean, if I kept rubbing super hard, it would turn yellow, but I wasn't sure. I'm talking about the Simichrome polish. And I think I did it in a video too, where it was just like, I don't know if this is really, so it might have ended up being Bakelite. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, it was a good sale for me. So those are my eBay sales. Let's talk about Etsy. I didn't even tell you what my total amount was. I'll tell you at the end since I'm already halfway through. All right. On Etsy, I sold this scarf clip. I went through a little phase. When I list things, I like to grab a whole bunch of the same thing so that when I'm listing, I don't have to think differently about earrings and necklaces and mugs and switch gears in my brain. So I had taken a bunch of pictures of all of the scarf clips that I had, almost as many as I could find in my workroom. And so I was just listing scarf clips for days. So finally one of them sold, even though I know they're generally not fast, quick sellers, and they don't always bring a ton of money. But this sold, where are we? We're on Etsy. This sold for $15. So hey, not bad, not too bad. And actually this one, like, I put it with a scarf clip, but it's also like one of those, the beaded necklaces, like you've got a bunch of beads and you like twist the beads and then you use the little clampy thing to like close up the necklace. So I did put that in when I say scarf clips listing, I guess I meant scarf clips and these twisty bead clamps. Okay. Anywho, next up. Another item from the comic book lot sold. This was super hard for me to take pictures of because it was really long. It was like a fold out poster. So you can see, I mean, it's not awesome because you can see my window, my carpet, all of that. But again, it was like a really long piece of paper. So that sold, Mutant Genesis, and it sold for $30, y'all. Oh, I didn't make it big enough. There. $30 for that. Hi, everybody in the chat. I will be back. And talk in the chat in just a second. So I'll be there. All right, next up, I got this little frame in the bins. So it cost me 10 cents because it had glass in the front. And this frame sold for $15. And this is one of those like little ones. It probably, you know how you see them, they'll come in a set of a few different frames, like 3 or something like that. But I sold it for $15, so that's a pretty good profit. Then my sales on Poshmark. I did have some sales on Poshmark this week. I sold this Captain Jack Sparrow figure for $15. And I sold, and this one, I think I got it at a garage sale, because I have a few different characters, and I'm almost positive I got it at a garage sale. And they'd been cut, like the packaging had been cut to look all like frayed, because in actuality, if you looked up what this package looked like whenever you first bought it, it didn't look all cut apart like this. Yes. So then next up, this big brass skeleton key ring sold, which was super cool. It was big and heavy. I got it in the bins, so maybe $1 on this, and it sold for $23. So that's super awesome. Oh, look, we've got a new friend of the channel. Hello, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Oh, I need to find you a fun sticker. Let's do this, and then we'll finish up the sales. Okay, here we go. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna pick? Here we go. There's a big one. Thanks. I need to figure out how to position my face when we do that. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Okay, next. Hello. I just switched my screen over. Okay, so my sales this week, and I have one other thing I'm going to show you that may or may not count in my sales. The items that I already shared with you, brought in $216, and that's gross. So I probably spent with everything like $5 or $6 on everything, because a lot of it was from the bins. All the comic stuff was something I got for free. And so about $5 or $6 after shipping fees. Well, I don't do free shipping. After fees and everything, probably looking at $175, which does not meet my $200 requirement, or goal, I should say. However, I have another sale. It's boxed up right here. But the problem is, this is a sale that I made on Etsy. And this is my what would you do situation, because it's a really good sale. I'm trying to screen share. Wait, before I screen share, I got some friends doing super chats. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat, Deb. Oh, wait, let's see. Let's bring out Dolly. How about that? Where's she at? There she is. Dolly sending you love. I need it there like that. Thank you so much for that super chat. Then I can't take her off. There she goes. Oh my gosh, Sue, thank you. Thank you for that super chat too, Sue. Let's see. Let's find you a good one too. What are we gonna do? Here we go. Fred and Ginger. They can dance it out for us. Yay! Thank you again for that. Okay, so real quick. Oh, I'm gonna be interrupted. Sorry if you're waiting for this. What would you do situation? What's up, sugar? What? Oh, did you need me? Oh, no, sorry. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Thanks, honey. Okay, so here's the what would you do moment. Finally, right? Screen share. Never mind. Hi. I am. It's okay. You okay? 10 and 10. Okay. All right. 'Tis the reality of working as a mom at home. That's just life. All right, screen share there. Okay, so here's what happened for real now. What would you do? So I made this sale, amazing sale. This little Scotty dog lapel pin, it's like a mascot varsity type pin, right? I have this listed for about $90, and it sold yesterday, the day before. I'll come back to your question. So this sold, and here's what the problem is. The buyer paid for it, all of this good stuff. Here's the teensy tiny little problem. The person is in Japan. That is not a problem because I ship internationally. But what happened is when they entered in their information, they entered it all in Japanese characters. And the Etsy on my side doesn't translate it. So here's what I did. Tell me how you would handle this differently. And I think I know what I'm going to do. So what I did, the logical thing, right? Send the buyer a message saying, hey, Etsy on my side doesn't read the characters. I was trying to word it so it wasn't, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't offensive. Like, I can't read these characters. You got to help me out here. Basically, it was the gist. You know, is there any way you can like pop this into Google Translator? Tell me like how I can enter this in where my Etsy will understand it. I haven't heard back. But then I started wondering, what if the person needs me to translate what I'm saying into Japanese because they don't know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, maybe I need to go and take my message that I sent to them because I haven't heard back and it's been about 24 hours or more and go translate it. I don't know. Because I'm like, I really don't want to have to cancel a sale because it's like $90. And then part of me was like, maybe I should just translate the characters. But no, I don't want to be responsible for translating the characters into English on the internet in case there's an error. But yeah, my brains are like, I want to make this sale. Yeah, so that's my dilemma. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do is go ahead and try to go. If I don't hear back by tomorrow, I'll probably take my message that I wrote to them, put it in a Google Translate into Japanese, and send it again so that they'll see maybe I'm trying to figure this out. My problem is sometimes Google Translate doesn't translate it quite right. I do have one friend who knows Japanese, so I could send it to her. Yeah, Sarah, that's the thing. Etsy translates those messages. Normally, I would, but I'm like, why didn't it translate it? This is a why that I think the world may never know as far as that goes. So, yeah, no idea. Exactly. It could happen. It happened to me, so it could happen to you. Yeah. Right. If it's an address, Google Maps should understand it. But my end is saying we don't know what, like, this is an invalid address. It doesn't make, because it's just all the characters, right? So seems like Etsy should help, right? And I've never really had to contact Etsy support. So maybe this would be a learning experience for me to have to reach out to Etsy support like a big girl. I get to be a big girl in this situation. Oh no, yeah. That's a bite, right? Oh goodness. So yeah, I think that my second step, ask Etsy. That would be like the most direct, second most direct. Yeah. You'd Google Translate. See, it wasn't just cut and dry, right? We all have our own opinions about it, or so anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Probably try this is I wouldn't trust it. Oh gosh. Right, I can do it. I can do hard things. I will message Etsy. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, Etsy support. I've never really dealt with Etsy support. I've never really had to. I don't have those kind of issues normally on Etsy. But maybe I just do both and then come back and let you know. Etsy support's useless. Yeah, I'm like, that's probably why, because I don't know that I'll get anywhere. If it were Chinese, you could read it. I know, but I know it's not. I wish. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, now let's go take a peek at the chat. Hi everybody. I'm going to scroll back and see if I missed any questions, because I know I saw some, but I'm so glad you all are here. If you were just here to see the sales and the what would you do thing and me like talking to my children, then thanks for hanging out. At this point, I am going to be going in and out of the chat, and I know that is frustrating for some people, but that's fine. We're all different. And I love you anyway. Okay, so hello, Marilyn. Auntie Chris says, tell us about your earrings. These were some that I got. I think these were ones that may have been in the a lot that I bought from a friend of the channel. But I just loved them, so I kept them. Yep. Okay, let's see. Yeah, leave me alone. Just buy the comic. Exactly. That comic, I was like, yes, okay, I'm taking this offer. Somebody take it. Let's do this. Okay. Hello from Bonnie Dundee, Scotland. Hello, hello. Sue, oh, you had a really good week, Alicia said. That's good. That's good. Mine was okay. I mean, especially if I get this sale of these Scotty dogs, that would be even better, because then it'd be closer to like $300 for the week, which is really good. I've listed a few things, but it's just, you would think with as much time as I'm spending at home that I would have more time to list, but it never seems to work out that way. It never does. Ah, yeah, can we do reselling on Etsy? Yes, somebody else asked me to do an updated like Etsy 2020 video. Yeah, you can totally resell on Etsy as long as the items you're selling are vintage. So vintage, craft, like if you make stuff, of course, you know, you can sell it on Etsy. And then if it's supplies, I'm trying to find a supply. Like if I have like a whole bunch of clip-on earrings that I want to sell for craft supplies, or here we go. I got a bunch of these. I got a bunch of these things. Sea biscuits, or whatever these things are. I can sell those on Etsy and say, they're supplies. Somebody could take them and make them into earrings for all the world to see. Yep. Yep. Hello, Blue Lee Monster Thrift. Thank you for being here. No, I'm so glad you made it. Okay, then, So, Kelsey, so do you send offers to likers on Poshmark or just wait for a sale to happen? I hate the OTL because it takes so. Oh yeah, offers. Oh, I don't send the offers. I do it on eBay when they say you can send an offer. I think there's a way to do it on Etsy automatically, but I have to go figure that out because it's been a while since I've done it. But I don't on Mercari or Poshmark because I don't have time. Truly, that's my only reason, is perhaps laziness or just I don't have time, depending on how you want to look at it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. I'm so glad, Cher. I'm so glad you made it. Thank you. And honestly, like the live videos does as much for my mood as it does for some of you, I think. Melinda says, what does it mean to be a member? Okay, so on the channel, if you look, I don't know if it's under every video or if it's on just the main page, there's like a join button for the channel, and there's different levels. So like it's kind of like a Patreon thing where you can just like every month give so much. And on certain levels, I do like tutorial videos that are just for the members of the channel. And on certain levels, we have or on one level, we have like a once a month live hangout where we can do shop reviews or ask questions or, just kind of brainstorm ideas, just get motivation, or I'm just there to help with whatever kind of help or questions or directions that is needed. So that's what it is. It's just a little bit of extra. It helps me and it helps you. So that's what it is. All right. So, yeah, I'm hoping that I can figure out this translate thing. I have a feeling we can figure this out. But if they don't ever write me back, I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess if the worst comes to worst, I just have to cancel the sale. But that's just the way it is. Okay. Jumped. Sorry. I gotta go back a little bit. Okay, did that one. Too nervous to ship internationally. Why do some people not sell internationally? I think it's just personal preference. I know for a little while, like on eBay especially, I had a bad experience early on in my reselling. And so I quit selling internationally. I ended up enrolling in the global shipping program, but that kind of took it out of my hands, which was okay with me, even though it really stinks for the buyer. But on Etsy, I've never really had an issue with selling internationally. I think, it's just personal preference. But I think too, like if you've had some bad experiences, I get it, Yeah. I'm chicken. I avoid global shipping. Forgot to shut off once. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, like I'm at the point with selling that I'm like, if it's going to cause me too much stress, then I'm not going to do it, or if I have a sale that's just going to be too stressful. Like if somebody was wanting me to ship something and I would just say, you know what, I don't think so, especially if it's not going to be worth my time as far as monetarily. That may not be the best business practice, I'm going to be honest, but truly sometimes your peace of mind has got to count for something. So, you didn't bring banana bread for all of us. No fair. You have to go back and watch. I can't do a recap, I don't think, because, yeah. Yeah, it's just a personal preference, yeah. Global shipping on eBay is pretty simple, yeah, if you enroll in that. And I get that the buyers don't necessarily like it, but, like I said, you got to do what's right for you as a seller, right? Yeah, I knew it took me forever to print my own labels. Yep. You'll get there. You get baby steps getting more comfortable at stuff, definitely. Okay, here's a question. I just had a plate break in shipping. I said I would refund her. I refunded the cost of the item, not the shipping. Am I supposed to refund that too, or just the cost of the item? So bummed. Let me think. Probably the whole thing. If it was sent, here's what I would have done. If it was sent priority, then I would have asked her to send me a picture. You probably did. Send me a picture of the broken plate, because it's not her fault that it broke. But if it was sent priority, then once you get the pictures, you can go and file a claim with the post office to get your shipping amount. And not just the shipping amount, but also the amount of the plate. If it was shipped priority, then you could get the whole shebang refunded from the post office. You have to prove, usually there's a spot, if you've never done it before, there's a spot to upload pictures. And then there's a spot to upload proof of how much the item was worth and the shipping and all that. So like you would take a screenshot and then upload it to that. It's a pretty easy process. And I don't think I've ever had the post office deny any of them that I've done. I mean, I think they keep track of making sure you're not doing it every month and like, there's a little red flag here. But yeah. Let's see. What about, yeah, that's true. You could say, international shipping information must be supplied in English. True. That's one way to go. Let's see, vintage conversions on pirate. I still have never checked out pirate ship. I've had so many of y'all telling me I need to check it out. So, my chat just jumped again. Hang on. Okay, got it. Oh, thank you. I'm anything but lazy. Thank you so much. This is true. I just have a lot on my plate. We were trying to make potato chips today. We got an air fryer. Did I tell you that before? Yeah, I bought an air fryer. It's been fun, but I'm not the master of it yet. It is definitely mastering me. Let's see. So Rags is asking for my jewelry craft lots. What size pounds? So my craft lots, which is just kind of a mix of everything, I try to make it a padded mailer. I'll do like a regular padded mailer. I usually do about 3.5, between 3 and 4 pounds, depending on what's in there. And then that'll go into a padded flat rate. I don't usually mix it. I mean, I don't usually separate by color or anything. It's just because I have just a box full of all the stuff that goes into the box. And then I just grab and dump and weigh. And sometimes people, and I try to make it clear, I think, if it's the bottom, it may not be all the awesome, like it may not be amazing, awesome stuff. But that's why I say it's a craft lot. So, and I got a couple lots up on the, in Texas Gals Treasure Traders. I finally ended up putting them on eBay because I was like, okay, I just need to get some eyes on some of this stuff. But there's no movement. I'm not the master of selling lots, apparently. That's okay. Not apparently, but I'm fine. Is it true that if you list a few items per day, it helps your listings? I think so. I don't know if there's any actual proof. Here's my feet again on the windowsill. Don't send any more messages. I get these messages saying, or comments saying, did you hear her? She let one rip in the middle of the video. It's my feet on the windowsill. Here it is. I cannot fart on command. All right. Moving on. So sorry. I think it does. I mean, it seems to. I know when I'm listing, I tend to sell more. I think it just sort of activates something like the account. But I'm not sure that there's any place that you can point to and to prove it, because there will be somebody that comes along that says it's nonsense, and then other people will say, of course, that yes. So I think so. It tends to. When I was listing the other day, I started getting some sales right away. So yeah. Okay, you use pirate ship too. And you said you're scared of shipping. I need to figure this out then. So not scared of shipping, but intimidated. I can't remember the word you used. Yeah, so you've sent stuff to Russia. Yeah, from the UK to Russia, no problems. Took about 3 weeks. Yeah. Global shipping feels stress. So are you doing like, if you do the global shipping program through eBay, they take care of it. If you're doing it on your own, yeah, I get that. Okay, here we go. Next, when you're taking photos and have new with tag items, do you remove the price tag so you can charge what you want? Depends on the item. So like if I had a mug and it was, said $4.99 on the bottom, probably. But if it was, say, a purse, that especially if it's a vintage tag, I'll leave it on there for sure. But if it's, I'm trying to think of an example of maybe a newer purse. If it's something that they can't go to the store and buy for that price, then I'll just leave it on. You know, if it's something that's maybe discontinued, yeah. But yeah, if it's a mug, say that I want to sell, but it's got like a Marshall's tag for $4.99, I would take it off. Yeah. Truly, depending on the situation. You made banana bread too? And you didn't bring any for the rest of us. That's fine. My kids want to make cookies later. No, I'm not going to share. So there. Has anyone ever had an eBay stalk or had a bad transaction? eBay removed negative feedback. Oh, I haven't. I don't think. Well, I take that back. I have had somebody buy a bunch of stuff from me in multiple different transactions. It was a very strange situation. And then on like 4 of the transactions, I mean, it was like 12 items that they bought over multiple transactions. And then on 4 of them, tried to file a thing through PayPal saying that I didn't make these purchases. So I had to do a dispute thing with and show all of the stuff. It was a very strange situation. There are all kinds of people out there, and this is, you know, the strange times going on. So that was my only. I don't know if it was an eBay stalker though. It was just you never know people's. I hesitate to say state of mind. You never know where people are in their life with what's going on. Yeah. You bought a label printer. Yes. I still use my regular. I have a regular printer, but I did eventually stop doing the paper and tape method. I did that for a couple of years. Finally, now I buy labels. Yeah. What would I do? I would just, yeah, I mean, I don't know, other than letting eBay know about the situation. Because, I mean, this is the whole reason I don't usually block anybody on eBay, because they can just go sign on, make a new account, sign on, and continue what they're doing. It's like whack-a-mole. Okay, block that one, you know. But it's kind of, I don't know, it is going to be like whack-a-mole till they get tired of it, I guess. Because I don't know what else you could do if they tried to buy something. I mean, if you saw that it was the same address that they were wanting you to send something to, you know, just contact eBay, say, I have to cancel this order. Here's why. So, because I know if you cancel orders so many times, it can affect your, I don't know exactly how, but supposedly it can affect your ranking or something like that. Yeah. So, it jumped. It jumped again. No. Okay. So, yeah, you would leave the tags on, Neville says, and sometimes new a tag is worth more. Totally. Yeah. You block. Yeah. I don't know. And everybody's got to do their own thing, you know. That's cool. There's as many different resellers as there are people in the world. So, yeah, this offers to like or seems to be recommended by everyone. Yeah. Shipping, discount, 20% fee. I just don't do it. I just don't. Yeah. Got an idea. Your Japan sale. Go to Etsy Japan team on Facebook. Private message them, ask for help. That's a good idea. I didn't know they existed, and now I do. I will do that. Thank you. That's a really good idea. What kind of tripod do I use for my unjarring videos? I can show you. It's right here. I'm reaching for it. It is, oh, come here. This one. I don't think it has a name on it. So I have this tripod. Yeah, there's no name. My Canon. And then I just like turn it like that. I like it because I do it, my windowsill is there. So I slide this table out from the window and then I just extend this leg down. And that way these legs won't be in the shot, hopefully. I'm not the master of the videoing. But that's what I do. And then usually I have this light behind my table to create more light. But sometimes it's a problem because it's too shine, you know, it creates too much shine, glare. Yeah. Oh, Brenda, I've got to reshare this thing. There was one day my sister and I were out thrifting, clearly when things were up. I may have told this story before, I'm sure I have. But I have saved the one little clip from our ride along, because she's trying to tell me how to get rid of people at garage sales that are, you know, there are people at garage sales that just get up in your business, or you're looking at stuff on the table and they come and they try to like scooch in on you. And she was like, you either act crazy or you fart on command. And I turned to her and I say, can you fart on command? Nope. So I'm like, that leaves act crazy, I suppose. Anyway, yeah. But I did. I've had a few people message or leave comments when yeah, no, I can't fart on command. It's my feet on the windowsill over there. So, okay. Let's see. With USPS delays, anyone insuring more? I'm noting good. I'm not. But truly, I know I keep hearing about the delays and stuff, but most of my stuff has been doing okay on time, you know, so I haven't been insuring more. But that's a good question. I think if it was, I'd probably, I don't know, let the buyer know. Definitely. Oh, Debbie, we're going to have to talk about pirate shipping. Y'all keep talking about it, and I'm going to have to figure it out. So, yeah, global shipping through eBay. I did that for years, yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. Yes, and it's fine. I would own it if I did. You know, if I was live and it happened, I'd be like, oops. But now I can do it on command, so maybe. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I shipped on pirate ship to Canada. It wasn't horrible, but nowhere overseas. I totally gotta figure this out. Okay. Oh, I missed something. Something was menacing. I missed it. Oh, it jumped again. Sorry. This keeps happening. Oh, thank you so much, Melinda. I'm so glad that you're watching. And I love your kitty cat yin yang thing. I have 3 cats now. And oh yeah, there's YouTube videos about how to scam sellers. It's horrible. They're out there. They'll try. Oh, the YouTube stalker. That's what you were talking about. Yeah, there are definitely some people out there. I'm reading the chat. Sorry, I feel bad. I'm not reading it out loud. Where do you purchase labels that are cost efficient? I usually just get a giant box from Amazon. I don't know that it's the best price. I, again, probably could do better if I shopped around, but I'm usually, time is of the essence, usually around here. I just go from one thing to the next pretty much all day. So when I hang up here, it's going to be time for me to make dinner and apparently cookies because my kids want to make cookies. So, okay. The game box flat rate California only paid $17. How much is normally the flat rate game box? Is it $21? I haven't shipped one of those in a long time because it's a large flat rate price, right? Medium flat rate? That's a large flat rate, right? It's been a while. Yeah. So, an awesome sale. Oh, I mean, you can. I think there's probably a way. I don't, because it may be just somebody new to the platform. But that's a personal preference too, you know. Yeah. But I think so. I think there's probably a way. Keep shopping. I'm not getting quick enough. Oh, yes. Yes. Do you have a P.O. box for my return address? Probably when I very first started, I used my home address, and it didn't take a month for me to realize I don't like this. So I got a P.O. box, and it's not too bad, and it's a business write-off too. So what is it, like 100 and something, maybe 120 a month for where not a month, that would be horrible, a year. It's not very much, especially if you just get you don't need a big box. You just need a small one, because if there's a package or something comes, they'll put a key in your box or put a note saying, come to the counter. Yes. Yes. P.O. box. And if you ever end up doing like YouTube or something like that, you can put your P.O. box for friend mail, or whatever. If you end up having business dealings with, I also suggest a Google Voice number. We'll just put that right out there too. I have a Google Voice number that I use for when I sign up, for different platforms, eBay, Etsy, because, trying to trace back somebody's personal phone number to where they are and all that. But you can get a free Google Voice number, and it just goes through the Google Voice app, which is awesome. And you can text on it. You can call from it. It's pretty good. So I would suggest getting a Google Voice number too. Have a fart maker toy in your pocket, right? Definitely. I need a whoopee cushion that automatically refills with air by itself. They must make those. If they don't, I need to get on that right now. Yeah. Okay. Post office. Yeah, get photos. Yeah, 21 for the large flat rate box. Sweet. Okay, still got it. You've been sending USPS. That's a good idea. Yeah. Oh, wow. 3 weeks first class. Wow. now that I think of it, I have had a couple people message me about private sales that I've done on PayPal. And I don't know if it's that PayPal stopped sending the tracking, because they used to send tracking when I would send invoices. But I have had 2 people say, hey, just checking in on this package. But it was coming like the next day or something. Yeah. Yeah. And now that I'm doing YouTube, I wonder that safety. Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially if you're doing YouTube. I mean, technically, if somebody wants to find you, they're going to find you. It's not, unfortunately, it's not that hard. But if you can try to head it off in as many different ways as you can, then for safety's sake, for sure. Yeah. Does your gem tester not test for something you wish it did? Gosh, I wish it tested for turquoise. Because sometimes I struggle with, because some of the howlite pieces can be so good that I'm just like, I don't want to crack this thing open. I know there's other ways to test for it, but sometimes I wish I could just like zap it and be like, oh, turquoise. That would be awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Recommended sellers and YouTubers, Google SWAT. I'm telling you what, and I don't know if you know, we were swatted last year, and it was a terrifying experience. I didn't make a YouTube video about it. I didn't go, I didn't want to bring attention to it, because I think that's probably just what the person wanted. But yeah, it was freaking scary. My kids they still talk about it. It was super terrifying. So anyway, it brings a whole nother perspective when someone says they're being harassed. I'm like, hold my drink. Let's talk about harassment. Anyway, I think that's it. We're at the bottom of the list. If you guys have any other questions or comments, then pop them in real fast. I know sometimes when I start saying bye, another question will pop in, so I'll wait just a minute and see if something comes up. But what's going on this week? I'm going to try to list some more. Oh gosh, I keep going back and forth about what I want to start taking pictures of next, because the comics have been doing so well. I feel like I should just sit and have a day of taking comic pictures again, because I still have a whole bunch of those to list. Also, I'm going to be making a bunch of videos this weekend, like trying to pre-record a bunch while I have some free time. And so if you have anything that you have recommendations or things you'd like to see a video on, let me know, because I've got a list, but I'd rather go off like, oh, what people would like or need help with. So that would be way better. So, okay, good. Oh, what is swatting? Oh, okay, are you ready for it? So swatting is when somebody makes a fake phone call to the police saying that there's somebody in a home that's done something bad or dangerous or whatever. And then the police get their whole SWAT team together and they come and surround your house. Some cases they bust the door down. Some cases they don't. But they have like the streets blocked off and they've got their whole like SWAT gear, and you exit the house basically with like 20 plus police officers with their weapons, rifles pointing at you. Yeah, so it's very scary, very scary. Weirdly enough, the kids and I had just talked about it the week before because we'd heard a news report about it happening to somebody. And so the kids have been talking to me, you know, we were like, oh my gosh, what would you do? I'm like, the odds of that happening to us are like not what, like whatever, kids, don't even worry about it. Okay. So it was not funny. I'm laughing now because it was just so uncanny that we'd had this conversation. But yeah, so we, and it's still not super clear because they called into the county. They didn't call 911. There were all these little weird things that they knew to like evade the system. But they said they, you know, anyway, whatever. I don't talk about it at the time because like I think that's the whole point. The person wanted attention on the situation. And so I don't really talk about it a lot because I know that's probably exactly what they wanted. So yeah. Oh no, yikes. Your gem tester didn't work. Are Etsy's fees less than eBay? Yes. Yes. And is Etsy easy? I like Etsy a lot. I mean, I probably get more sales on eBay. It just kind of depends on the week. But it feels like it takes longer for Etsy to take off. But if you're going to cross post, it's definitely, because it's 10, 20 cents a listing. I have a link down below for 40 free listings if you're interested in trying it out. So if you're making a new store, you can get 40 free listings, 20 free listings. I have to look. It's been a while since I looked at it. So you can get some listings. I think it's 20 cents a listing, but that lasts 4 months. So it's pretty good. Mississippi did way more than mess up our day. It was pretty rough. We were actually on our way. Here's the thing. Like we were putting our shoes on, getting ready to go to the gun range because one of my kids does competitive shooting. And so luckily we had no firearms on us as, you know, we were getting ready to walk out the door. But that was just kind of like, it could have gone really badly if we had been like walking out the door with our guns, you know, going to the range. Nope. So luckily that didn't happen. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It was really super traumatic for them, you know, for me too, but I mean, the kids were just like, what? Have I ever refused a refund, actually had it overturned in your favor? No, I don't think so. Usually I just take the refund, especially I don't like drama. I don't like stress. So if I can do everything I mean, I would rather just refund it and get out of my face, you know? Yeah. I'm trying to think of a situation where I wouldn't, but I can't. Unless it was just broken. It got back to me broken. But even then, I've heard people say, like, no, eBay still made me refund them. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it totally happens to regular people. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I am too a regular person. Listen to me fart on command. Could a regular, okay, that didn't prove my point because a regular person can't do that. But I am a regular person. Yeah, I do sell on Mercari. I had one sale, I think, this week on Mercari. Yeah, I had one sale on Mercari. So, Okay. Yeah, so if you're watching later, leave a comment if you've got any suggestions for videos because I have a few days I'm going to be prepping for videos that I'm going to record this weekend. Some more tutorial style stuff and maybe some more jewelry unboxings for those who enjoy those, because I still have a bunch of jewelry over here. And I got a big lot from somebody on eBay too, so I'm excited to look through that. And I have a Shop Goodwill. I don't know. I have lots of jewelry here to share for you guys. Anyway, I'm so glad that you guys made it and hung out, and we got to have a Q&A and a lot of chit chat and stuff like that in the chats. I hope you guys have a really great evening. Thanks for not sharing your banana breads. Maybe now I'm gonna go make my own. But I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye, everybody.